Alright, let's check out CELO. So I haven't done a video on this before, but right off the back, I'm not the biggest fan of this chart for a few reasons. Now, starting off with the macro fib, if we draw from the high to the low, you can see in the short term we have got rejected from the 416, and it seems like we got rejected pretty hard. Now, we had a lot of green buying volume coming in, and since then, you know, we are down 25%. We managed to have a 56% rally and we've dropped 25% since then. So what previously has happened when we have had these massive one-day candles, you can see here we had massive one-day candles followed up by a red volume. Here this wasn't too much, but you can also see it was a top. Here it was also a top, and here it was also a temporarily top before we did drop about 56%. So all in all, if you were in CELO from this morning and you had this massive pump, you know, good luck, or you know, well done to you. But personally, I would not be entering this right now. This does seem way overextended to me. Sure, the RSI and the MFI could move up a little bit further, you know, perhaps even up here to the 470. But in my opinion, now is not the best time to buy after having a massive rally. Like I outlined, really, every time we have these massive one-day spikes in volume, it always does end badly. We do put in, like, I mean, look at these. You can see, just if we look at where we have these big green candle days, we have these massive wicks to the upside. And if we close the day with, you know, a massive wick like this to the upside, like we have previously in basically every top, I would say that is the local top for CELO, at least in the short term. Now, you know, if you are going to be bullish on this, I'd say the probably best scenario is to start stepping up, because the RSI is so overextended. If it just keeps on shooting up much further, I don't imagine how much further we would have to go. So in the very short term, you can see, I reckon if we come down to the hour, you'll see that we're back testing the 0.618 of this move, and we are back testing it fairly nicely. We've had a pretty good dump off in the RSI and the MFI indicator, so sure, in the short term, it could be very possible that we could be rearing up for another move up to 460. I wouldn't put it past it, because a lot of altcoins are rallying today, but do bear in mind, if we come over to Bitcoin, we have just rallied back into this resistance of this massive descending triangle. Focus less on the triangles and just this red line here. I mean, every time we have rallied up to here, people did get extremely euphoric. Altcoins normally went mental for a few days, but you know, in the next following days we did fall off the table. Now, I'm not saying we are going to fall off the table, but for me personally, I would like to see Bitcoin hop above this trend line, at least in the short term. If by tomorrow we manage to have a push above, you know, 41.5 where we got rejected today, I reckon CELO or CELO, whatever it is, could definitely have another push to the upside. But like I said, you know, if we do come and look at how these are in the macro scale on the daily, every time the volume kind of tops out around here, it is, you know, close to the top. If not on that day, it's the next day. So we never really have had, you know, multiple days where we've put in like 2 green candles that are, you know, anywhere near this big, apart from down here. But you know, like I said, big candles. And as you can see, you know, once we come around this vicinity, it is normally like a one-day pump before we fall off the table. So in the very short term, if CELO is able to stay above 2.99, you know, anywhere between 2.99 and $3, I'd say, you know, if it closes above 2.99 by tomorrow, we could see another massive rally up. But the second we kind of start breaking below 2.99, you know, we would have lost the 618, and this coin does move rather euphorically, so you know, it's not really the type of coin to have a massive rally and then back test the 786 or the 618, apart from maybe in this scenario up here where we actually broke through the 786 in this scenario. But you know what I mean, in most general situations we kind of just go up in a straight line very quickly, and then we do end up topping out. So like I said, we are holding above 2.99 right now. If we are able to hold 2.99 by tomorrow, and if we do see another green candle come in tomorrow, I'd be a lot more bullish on CELO. But as a general rule of thumb, if we look at the previous price history, whenever we have a massive green candle like this, it is followed up by a red candle and we do fall off the table. So by tomorrow, if we're putting in a massive red candle, I would imagine this would have been the local top. But if tomorrow comes and we're above, you know, $3, $2.99, and we start getting a little bit of green volume coming in, then we could potentially argue that this was the bottom. So all in all, I'd wait to see what happens until tomorrow. We are still kind of running into this resistance here. We have got rejected from the 236, so we do have a lot of overhead resistance. So yeah, keep an eye on the shorter term time frames, keep an eye on the hourly. If we stay above the 618 at $3, then I reckon we'll be good for a push up to 466 in the short term. But like I said, I'd personally be waiting for tomorrow before I even think about entering a trade. I'd see how the 618 reacts. If we do have a strong push up, you know, maybe tonight, then maybe I'll accumulate a bit. But I would be waiting for the next couple of hours to see us at least kind of, you know, push up to the 0.5 at 320 before I enter a trade. So that is all I see for CELO. Once again, none of this is financial advice. If you are holding it, best of luck. And yeah, cowboy out. Peace.